Friday, we had seen more examples for our index and match, right? Do you want to see more examples like this, or you want me to do directly? Can I move on to the next one? Yes. I'm asking you all, what do you want to do?
Next topic or same topic, ma'am?
Next topic, as in the say here in index match, index, while you're starting off, it does ask you whether you want to go for an array format or reference format. Array format is what you're seeing now. You have been seeing for past 2 days like that. A reference format is what I want to talk about. But then that's what I'm asking. Do you want me to show, like you want to show me more examples here? You want to repeat something? I can do that. If some confusions is there, or you want to have a better one, maybe some extra practice you want with
recap, ma'am.
You'll go with a recap. Okay.
One quick recap.
Okay, quick recap. When you say recap, something I wanted to tell about here. Okay. Just before going to that reference format, just remind me one thing. I have to show you something else. Okay. In that same index match. Okay. Recap as in you with your index and match, it's nothing but an alternative for a VLOOKUP. In the sense that VLOOKUP is the constraint is the lookup value has to be available in the leftmost column of the table array. On contrary to that, here no such restrictions are there. And due to non-availability of such restriction, we have a free go, like I can return a value from the left of my lookup value and even to the right. In other words, the search direction is both ways. Okay, the search direction is both the ways. And that's the first best part of our index match. Okay. Now, index is nothing but going to return a value or a reference of a cell at the intersection of a row and column number. Now, there were two formats in your mentioning that certain array of my index function. Array format is what has been widely used. Reference is definitely being reserved for a certain kind of data set. We will see that in some time. After mentioning your in the index 3 arguments, first one obviously your table array, from where you want to retrieve the value. Okay, the whole table is what you're going to mention. It could be a table, it could be a normal range of cells, doesn't matter. Now, in that table or an array, I'm going to mention a certain row and certain column. Those are my second and my third arguments. When I mention that, whatever values been available at the intersection of that row and column number is what I'm going to get returned back. That's the purpose of using my index. You given the row and column, that is something like you given the row and column number specifications, you are going to get returned with the value available at that intersection of your row and column number. Now, but then when I'm saying we are going to mention a row number, column number, in general, at the first level, initial level, we all tend to give manual entries like 1, 2, 3, and so on. But that is not a best way of doing it. I could incorporate a match function instead of those manual entries. Okay. In data sets, like very small data sets, a manual entry might be a good option. But in the long run, when you have a data set is almost thousands or millions or lakhs of records. Okay, first lakh will come, then million. So if such a really huge value is being given to you, then what will you do? There is no if you are going to still go on with the manual entry, it's a foolishness. So I told you, yes, we can incorporate a match functions of those row and column number. Match functions, the arguments are very much like our VLOOKUP. Okay. First argument is nothing but the lookup value. Second is the array in which my lookup value is available, or in other words, which is the array, in which array I am going to search for my lookup value. And third argument is you're going to mention the search type, as in you want to go in for an exact match, you want to go in for a value which is higher than the greater than the lookup value, or maybe you want to return a value which is less than that lookup value. You will have three numerical values for that last argument. The search type, 0 is exact match, -1 is a value greater than the lookup value, and +1, that is a positive one, is nothing but a value less than that. More of the time, we do want, if I'm searching for ABC, means I want ABC, as simple as that. So maximum of the time, I am going to go for a 0 option only. Match function for row, the arguments will all be very much related to the data part, not the header part. But when we are writing the match function for a column number, it will be all related to header part. Okay, that's what is even written over here. Your row number work upon the data without headers, and for the column number work upon the headers only. And if your index, row and column is what you're giving as input, you're returning a value available at that intersection. For match is just the ulta. I am going to mention the lookup value. It's going to return either the row or the column number, any one at a time, not both. Okay, let's do one thing. We have been seeing this data for quite long. We had seen that VLOOKUP data, na? Let me go there. I can try to merge this with the help of index match as well. I don't have to always look up for my VLOOKUP here. I can try both. So let me do it. Are you people going to help me out to get this? Not the customer ID, just one value to be returned, but for the product ID, you will have around 6 values to be returned. Shall we try that as an example, as a practice example over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in that case, you people are going to give me the arguments. Okay, I've gone for the array format. Product ID, I'm going to match up, okay? Now, where are my product details available? So basically, you're going to tell me what is the array, the first argument for my index. Where, in which table, or let me say which sheet has got my product details? Is it this order sheet or customer sheet or my product sheet? Where is it available? Where are my products details available?
Products.
Products table. Products
Come
table.
again, ma. Products.
Products.
Okay. So I should go to my products sheet, select the whole data again without headers. So whole of it I'm going to select. Okay. Now I want to return the product name. Okay, what is second one? I mean, for the row and column number, I'm going to put in my match functions. So let me come here. I'll put the first one, the match function for our row. Row means all data, not headers. So for a match function, you've got three arguments: lookup value, lookup array, and match type. What is the lookup value here?
Product ID.
Okay, product ID. Should I select which one? Which one of here should I select, ma? D2?
D2.
Okay, 1 minute. It has gone there. I guess it got deleted somehow. Wait. Okay, shall I convert it to a table so that it's easier for us? I'll do that. Give me a second. I'll do that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, where am I going to look for my product ID?
Product table.
Is it that here only or the entire one? Is it only the product ID column or that entire one? What?
Only the column, ma'am.
Asking, telling? If you're telling, good. If you're asking, then bad. Okay, match type is 0. Okay, it's returning me 13 as my row number. Okay, maybe the 704 is available in 13th row. Match. This is for your row number. I mean, row number is done. The column number is what we are going to return back. So match value, sorry, the lookup value, is it going to be the data part or any other? Or is it going to be the header one?
Headers, ma'am.
Okay, then what am I supposed to search, ma? What's going to be my lookup value then? Come on, what's going to be my lookup value? You told me headers we're going to work upon. All good. Then should I search product ID here or from there, that particular product table itself, I should go and do that? Okay, either one of it is fine because the column headers are the same. Okay, here it tells me from the table products, the whole of the headers array. We are just referring to the product ID header from that whole array, header array. And where is it we are going to search for? In the header array. So it's like we are trying to find out the position of product ID header in this entire header row. Am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong? You will get to know whether I did right or wrong. You're going to tell me. What I did was right. I returned back 704. Should I have returned 704 or should I have returned eggs? What should I have returned back?
Eggs, ma'am.
I should have returned eggs. Okay. Then what is the mistake over here? Okay, my eggs, is it in row? First, let me find out which row is it in. Yeah, it is in 13th row. It shows me 14, but we haven't selected our header row. Na? While we were mentioning the data part, we didn't select headers. So this number 2 over here is nothing but the first row. That is okay. It's there in the 13th row. But my column number, what it is returning me, it's mentioned over there was 1. So something like 13th row and first column, the value is what we are returning back. But we should have returned 13th row and second column. Yes or no? Why it is returning me column number 1? What are we doing here for the column part? To retrieve the column number, what are we doing? Have I put some function over there which is going to calculate the row number for column number for me? What have I done? Is it a match function that I'm really putting here? What have I done? I know it's Monday, but we need not be completely off. We can have some bit of enthusiasm. Come on, tell me. What is the mistake? What are we searching here? Of course, it's very much evident for the column number retrieval. I've used a match function. Instead of a manual entry, I've used a match function. What is it that I'm searching for? Where am I searching for? Look at these two arguments and reply me. Okay, what is it that we are searching for? What happened today? What is it that we are searching for?
Instead of product ID, we should give product name in lookup value.
Instead of product ID, what should I put, sir?
You have to put product name and we have to select the entire address.
Have we got 2 over here?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope it's clear now. Who was that? Sorry, I didn't hear. I didn't see. Who was it?
Myself, I think.
Oh, okay. Good, sir. Okay, then let's retrieve the rest of them. I have to just drag it to the right now. I'll do that. But then some fixing is definitely required here. You are going to see that. What's the fixing that we are going to do? You're going to guide me. What am I going to fix up? Right click if I do, I'm going to get NA. So let's first find out what are the changes that have happened and then you suggest me what is that I need to correct. Okay. For the index, first one is my array. It's your table name So table name is not changing. I'm fine. It won't change. So I don't need to fix it that first one, the array part. I don't need to fix it up. Since it's a table one, we are at least forbidden from changing that. We are not, I mean, it's not changing. So we are just forbidden from fixing it up. Okay. What about the second one? Second match. Here we are looking for product ID in the products table product ID column. What is it that it's doing over here? It's looking for the quantity in the product name. Obviously, quantity is a numerical value. Product name there, it will be all text values. You are going to get a no value. You are not going to get any matching value won't be available. Moreover, for this entire row, my product ID has to be the same because the details are all related to one and only one product. For this row, the product ID is nothing but 704. At every for each of these calculations, the match one, it should always point to this @ product ID, that is 704, and it should even look on to the products from the product ID. Okay, that is the first thing we should fix it up. That's what is changing. I need to fix it up. But what about the second one over here? Second match is on nothing but for returning, or let me say calculating my column number. Okay, here all good. I am searching for product name in my header array. I am returning back 2. I will get back to. We can just see here. 1 minute. It is 2 over here. But when I come here, it is returning 3. So all good. Calories is actually in my third column. Not a deal. So now I don't have to fix up my match. With the way it's changing, I am happy with that. I don't need any change. So here, product name is being searched in the header array. I'm getting back my value as 2. The second, for the calories part, we are searching calories in the header array. We are returning back column number 3. All good. So what need fixing in this whole index match function is the first one, the match function for my row. Okay, now tell me, how am I supposed to fix up? We have seen this fixing almost 2 times in the last week.
In between the two square brackets, put a colon and put product ID, ma'am. Open and close square
Did you by
brackets.
heart it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, just joking. Just joking. Okay, what more? Is that enough? If I do this, is that enough?
One more closing bracket, ma'am.
Where, ma? This is all right now. 3 sets of closing and opening square brackets are there. So now if I look on to both of these formulas, I'm seeing here the product ID part, that is the match value or the lookup value in the first match is all fixed now. What needs to be fixed more? Tell me. For eggs, it is searching this product ID is being searched in the products table product ID column. But for the calories, where is it searching for? Is it right or wrong? If wrong, what needs fixing?
Ma'am, that comma products of product name, instead of that, should we give calories, ma'am?
Asking, telling?
Guessing.
Zubeda, asking, telling? What is it that you're
Ma'am,
doing?
I'm
Ma?
just guessing, ma'am.
Instead of product name, I think it should become a product ID, ma'am.
That should also be product ID. Okay, how am I going to fix that, sir?
Through
Is it the
headers
same way I can follow?
by selecting the headers, ma'am,
Oh my
of the
God.
product table.
Why such a very harsh jump? Header is all for the column number match. We are in the row number match. Ritvik?
Selecting
Just
the
tell me,
entire
can I
array.
try the same thing? Can I try the same kind of fixing for this one as well? Can I try that?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't tell me on a permutation combination. If this is not doing, that is doing, not like that, okay? That's the reason I always ask you whether you're asking me or you're telling me. There is a reason for that. Okay, I've done this, but it shows me in red. What should I do is I should have a opening and closing. It's something like, yeah, 3 sets of opening and closing, 3 pairs of opening and closing bracket. Okay, you might tell me it doesn't show me in blue, doesn't matter. Here it's showing me in blue, all fine, I'm fine with that. Let me 1 minute. Yeah, looks fine. Let me drag it now. Yeah, I'm getting it. Can drag more. It will take me to the last. All the details will come up. But something is on a. Wait. 1 minute. I'll delete and do it one shot now. Wait. Yeah. Now it returned all good. Second term calories, protein, carbs, fat, and price in INR. I'll just select the entire one. Double click might work, otherwise at times it won't work. Not at times, most of the time doesn't work. I have to drag in. So is it clear now? We had one more session of our index match now. Okay. Few more things that I need to talk about match and index and match over here. Any questions related to index and match till here? Anything you want to ask? Go ahead. Otherwise, I'll talk about something that I have to talk. Any questions? All good? Okay, I'm assuming it as a yes over here. Okay, now with index, I can return more than one value, as in to say, I can return, maybe if I want to return that entire row, or maybe I want to return an entire column, it is very much possible. How? Okay. Not here, but somewhere as an individual, not here. I want to go like here. See, I'll go for index. The array part, obviously. Going to mention it without headers. Say, suppose I want to return back an entire column. There are only 2 columns over here. Never mind, but I want to return an entire column. If I want to return an entire column means I have to put the row number as 0. Okay, I'm showing here manually. You may try with a match function. That's much more better if you try with a match function. Okay, instead of 2, just put in your header part, header on the match function. Go ahead, you're going to return that. Okay, it's a spilling that's happening, so it won't work on a table. Okay, it's a spilling that's happening. Again, mentioning it won't work on a table. This is you are returning an entire column. If instead of 2, I can put, if I put 1, I'm going to get that whole set of column numbers. Okay, similarly, I might want to return an entire row over here. If I want to return an entire row, I have to put the column part as 0. As in to say, whichever part you want to return as a whole one, like if I am saying entire row, I want to return means the column number has to be 0. If I want to return the entire column, row has to be 0. This row part being 0, I've shown you already. Now I want to return the row. I go to the column number as full all 0. Now here I'm returning the third row. If I want the 8th row, I can do anything. Okay. Can you tell me why, how did it return me reference error? I don't see any sort of syntax errors here, but even after that, it's telling me reference error. Why?
Because there is no value, ma'am. The 12th.
No value where?
In the 12th row mentioned, there is no value.
Can I say something like out of range?
Yes, ma'am. Out of range.
Invalid cell reference, but a more, yeah, it is telling me invalid cell reference, which is very much true. What you told is also right, but have a proper technical term, which is like out of range. The same here is also possible. If I go ahead and mention 3, it will give me the same thing. There is no third column at all. There is no 12th row at all. Only till 10th row it's available. 11, from 11, no row, all blank. Okay. So if I want to return, as I'm telling, if I want to return the entire one, this is how we're going to do it. Okay. That's all good. Did anyone try that one I did mention last week? I'm not going to give the solution for it. You people are going to come up with answers. You're seeing here for one movie idea getting 2 actors, basically more than 1 actor for a single movie. If you see for 1 or 3, I've got 3 actors. How are you going to match this up? Here it's if you are coming, if you're just putting up your actor name, by default you're getting all 111. As in it's just picking the first one. How are you going to bring in all the actor name for a particular movie ID? Did anyone give it a thought? Have you tried? Anyone has tried that? I'm not going to give you the answer. You are going to try that. Okay, think. Put on your thinking hats. Go ahead, think. Okay. That is still there. You people are going to see how you're going to do it. Okay, so index match as in is over, but the reference format is still left out, na? I've even shown you with an kind of a recap, a quick recap as one of you suggested. We have seen one example. I've told you how to return more than like maybe an entire column or entire row I want to return back. I've told you how to do that. Why I asked you, there was a reason why I asked you to think about this particular one was, if at all I bring, okay, I know I have very much brought in here, there is a flaw also over here. Very purposefully only I've done that. I don't know how it's there in our drive. I don't know if it's there till language ID or to the whole of it. I have no idea. Maybe long back it was really uploaded, so I don't remember now. Thing is, if you bring in the all the actors to this sheet, I may bring in. That's not a I can try to bring in. But what will happen is, for each movie, I will get these budget details, especially the financial details, repeated more than once. So if somebody is asking me to find out the total budget, it will be like double or triple is what I'm going to get it over here. So is it wise to bring in over here? Or but then yes, I can't lose out on the values. I can't lose out on the actors. They have got more than one for each movie ID on a general, it's having more than one actor. What's an alternative way? Or is it, even if I bring it here, is it good or not? That's the reason I'm asking you, think of it. How will you deal with it? Come up with some idea how I'm going to deal with it. Yes, maybe I can keep it in 2 different sheets. Maybe something else I'm going to do. I can think about. I have to, you have to think. You have to really think, how can I deal with it? Okay, maybe here when you are going to use your index match and VLOOKUP, you might not really be bothered about, okay, that time I have to really think, how am I, if I'm bringing my actor details and the rest of the details like language ID we are not going to, or language name we cannot put an aggregate on. But financials is what we are, anyone will be very much interested. Maybe movie wise, or maybe budget wise, the industry wise, which industry had generated the more revenue, or maybe which uh, studio is really generating more, which year the is your what to say, even the rating also, I can say, even rating also, if you bring in those actor details, all of them here, rating will also get doubled and all. If I want to find the average rating and all, it's, if it's in general, if you are going to look up for say some 12 or say 50 movie IDs, if I'm bringing all the actors, it will be like 100 or 150 movie IDs will come. It's just going to get repeated. So what is an alternate option for it? Will you all try this? Yes, no?
Ma'am, I tried this. Can you check mine?
You can show now. If you want, you can show now. No issues. Anyone of you know about Power Query and all? Anyone knows? Like anyone has already completed Power BI training with Besant? Anyone? Nobody?
No, ma'am.
Power Query. Acha, okay, fine, no issues. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Tell me.
Is it visible, ma'am?
It is visible, but I'll suggest you to close off that document recovery, ma.
Document recovery, yeah.
Left hand side's there, document recovery, maybe something by
This one,
left hand
ma'am.
side. Can you see that? To your screen, left hand side.
Yes, ma'am.
Close it. Okay. What is it that you have tried? Tell me.
Here I have first added the actor name from the actor
This is
sheet.
there. Okay.
Then
This is
birth year I
there.
have added. So these two I have to move it here, right, ma'am? So this one I have tried.
This is what I'm saying. When you're moving, aren't you losing out on the, just picking up the first actor ID? Is it picking up that one only? Or is it picking up all of the actor IDs for a single movie ID? See, for 101, you have 2 actors. Go there, go back, go there. This was
This
something
one,
that
ma'am.
we have seen already, ma. See,
Same
for
ID,
101, no, ma. See, for movie ID 101, aren't you seeing 2 actors? One
yes,
is Yash and second
Sanjay.
is Sanjay Dutt. If you come to the
Yes, ma'am.
movies, aren't you missing out on Sanjay Dutt? Have you seen Sanjay Dutt here? No.
Sanjay Dutt.
This is what I asked, ma.
Oh, Sanjay. No, here, ma'am. Yeah. Not this one, ma'am.
Okay. What is the movie ID for Sanjay Dutt here?
1 minute, ma'am. Sanjay movie.
It's
I
Munna
129.
Bai 129.
129. 129.
This is what I'm asking you all. See, by merging two sheets, I shouldn't be losing out on details. Like the record shouldn't be lost. At the same time, because there is a small twist here, the balance is to be between my financial details and my actor details, ma. Do you agree that? Because if I try to bring every other detail, maybe financials, actor details, language details, everything into one sheet, you are missing out on actors. You are missing out on actors, which is not suggestive. It's not even right.
Yes.
But even if you find a loophole to really get in things like, okay, one way is there wherein you can really try to not lose out on actors, but then there will be a question mark of how you're going to aggregate the financial details. You can try. You just think, that's what I'm saying. Okay, one option that comes to my mind as of now is to this movie's sheet, get the actor ID. Get actor ID first.
This
Okay,
one
because if you remember, if you go to movie actor sheet, fourth sheet, movie actor. Initially you had only movie ID and actor ID, correct? Here
Yes,
itself, for one movie ID, you're finding two actor IDs. Find out a way how you can bring in that to the movies. At that, if you do that, you won't be missing out on your actors. But what about the financial part? It will be all double. Are you people understanding what I'm trying to say? That's the first question. If you understand that, you can go in for lots of tries here and there. You can do lots of things.
Over that, ma'am. We'll try over it. We'll try again, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I said. Try. It's a good example. That's why, in fact, I asked you people, anyone knows about Power Query or not? Because Power Query, it's not the topic that is being covered as part of Advanced Excel. It is covered as part of your Power BI. The first topic of Power BI session is nothing but Power Query. There you don't need to worry about this VLOOKUP and all. There is a way of doing it there. Okay, no worries. But even without that Power Query, we can think of an idea of this, how to deal with this. Okay? Chalo. Give it a thought. Shall I
sharing,
share my screen now, ma?
Yes.
I'll talk about that reference format. With that, our goal of index match will be completed. Okay, my screen is visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, here you have got the table that you're seeing here. This is something that you are more habituated to see, like product and price. If suppose there are only two columns, you are kind of habituated to see all the products and the price related to them. You have never seen up the data being splitted up into different portions. You have never seen that. You have seen something like a continuous only. Here that 15 products means kind of 15 rows. That's what my table is going to be, all continuous. I'm not saying the values are continuous. I don't mean by that. The rows are continuous. There's no break, there's no splitting up here. But onto here, you're seeing the split up. The same thing, the same 15 rows or 15 records have been split up into 3 sections or partitions, or I can say areas, 3 areas. Now, you might think, why would someone do like this? Now here, okay, only 15. But say, suppose you have got, says, around 10 million records you have. Okay, no point in, I won't say I cannot work with that, all good. But if due to some reason, some technical reason, they don't want to apply your functions as a whole entire, they want to split it up. We may get some anomalies thing. No? It's not that every time whatever we are really getting in hand as input to work on, it's all going to be all ready-made, super, all, nothing like that going to be. There might be, as I'm saying, due to some technicality, some maybe it's taking too much time and all, that function, that retrieval, it might happen because for variance and standard deviation itself, they have got two variations of the same function. You have got something like variance.p, you've got variance.s. Similarly, for standard deviation, also you got a variance.p, I mean, sorry, std, stdev.p, stdev.s. So if I have the partitions like this, I am going to use my reference format. Okay. Now, not that I cannot use an array format, I can use an array format, but in array format, it's something like a continuous, like B3 to I8. It's very much written here. Here it is something like we're considering the headers also. I know I keep mentioning, don't mention the headers and all, just to make things very much clear cut. For one area, you are all dealing with your data part, one area, you're all dealing with headers. To have a very clear cut differentiate and to understand that, I always keep saying that. It's not that you cannot mention, why you mention that whole table in that array format, first argument of my index function. It's not a hard and fast rule that you shouldn't mention headers. Okay, it's not a hard and fast rule. Only that if my actual records are maybe some 100 means, if I'm going to consider along with my headers means my row numbers are just going to keep altering. Okay, that's the only thing. To have a clear cut, it's better that you not mention the headers. Okay, anyway, I have mentioned here B3 to I8. So when I say B3 to I8 means it's just 6 rows. So I'll say fifth row and fourth column. Fifth row is coming up to your D. This is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, but then I say fourth row, I mean fourth column. This is your fifth, all good. It's coming to D. This is your first column, second column, third, and fourth. When it is B3 to I8, although there is a intermediate, in fact, there are two of them, intermediate blank row columns, all empty values. Even after that, it is considering it as a column. That's the reason when I say 4 means it comes off here. Okay, had it this been 3, I'll get 0 because there is no value in there. The intersection of your fifth row and your third column, there is no value. So it's telling me all 0. But when I say fourth, fifth row and fourth column means we come to I. Okay, to overcome this, see, when I'm mentioning the array, it's kind of including two empty columns. I can overcome this kind of a structure with the help of my reference format. Reference format is all result of this kind of a data. Say if you have some 6 million rows you have, I can partition into maybe 6 areas. I can split them up. Or maybe 2 million each, I can split them into 3 areas. I can do that. Okay. But with a reference format, you have one more extra argument to be mentioned. Why? Due to the obvious reason, there are partitions over here. I want to retrieve the data belonging to a specific partition. I can mention which partition from which area or which partition I want to retrieve the data. I can do that. That's why I'm saying the reference format is all due to this kind of a structure. So here I am very much able to mention the specific reference, like specific areas of my data without this intermediate blank columns. So see here B4, now I didn't mention the headers. B4 to C8, E4 to F8, this one, and here H4 to I8. That's your first one. the reference format, the first argument. Second argument is row number again. No issue. See here. First one is a reference. Second one comes as your row number, from which row I want to return. I'm saying it as 5, which very much tells me it could be any of these 5 because it's whole row it's there. No? It could be any of these 6 details I want to return back. Then I say column number is 2. So that means it from any of these I am referring to the price column. Okay, but how to communicate to Excel that from which area? It's called an area. I'm saying for a better understanding, I mentioned it as partition, but here the proper word is your area. It's more said as area number. Now there are 3 areas, so I can mention from any area. Here I mentioned 2 means I'm going to return back 15. 5th row, second column. So it's your second partition or second area, and the value is nothing but 15. If I change this to 1, I'm going to return back 17. 5th row, second column. If I mention here 3, I'm going to return back 20. Okay, there are 3 of them. Again, something extra like one which is not the area which is not there, something out of range. There, as in no 4th area is even available. We are going to get reference errors. Invalid cell reference. There is nothing over there. In fact, no such area is even available. So if something like this, the data is given to you in a splitted format, like different partitions or different areas, the best way to mention your index function, that will be the reference format. In array formats, more of a continuous, the data is in a continuous format. Here it's in a like a split up format. Split up format is better when you come to this kind of a data all about. Clear? With this, we are done with index and match. I'll talk about the. Okay, one thing, tell me, are there any assignments for me to check? I didn't see the WhatsApp group. So anyone can tell me any assignments? There are any assignments that I haven't checked? I am supposed to check and given the feedback to you all. If yes, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. For me, date function and or nested
Acha, okay.
assignment.
So, okay, some past something, maybe the date function, something you have sent, date and something that and if and all you have done, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you just help me out in one thing? Whoever is something left out, na? Just mention your name, na? Name or just do one thing, not even name. I'll just say that specific attachment that you would have sent, na? Just forward it once again and just tell ki this one, just something like that. If you mention, na, I'll check and let you know all. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
What is it that I want to do,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of you here is assignment for the VLOOKUP, index and match. We have got almost 6 of them here. Okay. Quite self-explanatory, given go and try it off. Okay. It has a combination of your some data, I mean that list formation using a data validation is already done. You are going to give it a try. Okay. This is in fact something ulta of our VLOOKUP, wherein VLOOKUP only one direction or left to right. Your index match, I have mentioned you, it can do the reverse way also. You are going to see the reverse way. Lookup value from left. It's something like, see here, you have product ID is your identifier. We might, based on a product ID, we might get to know what's the product name. But here we are trying to do something ulta, like based on the product name, we want to find out the ID. See, based on product name, you are going to get an ID. Here it's a this one. what to say. Maybe at times this can be a mismatch. Just see to it and correct that data validation. Okay, just, most of them are list only. Just correct that data validation and go ahead. You have a two-way lookup also. Both sides. You have your product name, manufacturer. Based on that, you're going to find out your price USD. It's something like you have got two identifiers, something like that. Okay, it's nice, but just check to it. You have got almost 6 of them, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is fourth one. We look up with the multiple criteria and with some multiple tables, like lookup table in a VLOOKUP. We know the second argument of our lookup table, of our VLOOKUP. It's just it's a table array. We don't mention as a array, single array. We meant like a single column. We mention that entire array. In case if that array itself is more than one, like here, what will you do? So these kind of things are there. 6 of them. Give it a try. Okay, so
Yeah.